So this short video is going to be introducing you to something called EFT, which is a scientifically proven stress reduction technique used by hundreds of thousands of people globally for all sorts of things, from stress, anxiety, PTSD, depression, fears and phobias, physical illness, mental illness, pain, relationship issues, career challenges, self-esteem, food cravings, you name it, you can try EFT on it. So EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. It's also known as tapping, which you may have come across before. So I will show you the technique and I'll explain a little bit about what it does. So by stimulating certain points on the hand, the head and the face and the upper body, you're actually changing your all sorts of things physiologically and psychologically. You're stopping the stress response in the midbrain, which tells your body to be calm and relaxed. It therefore changes the brain chemistry, turns off your stress response, lowers your cortisol levels, improves your blood flow, and puts your heart rate back to a much healthier state. It also helps remove emotional trauma from the past and break any bad habits that you may have developed over the time that you've been on this earth. But the reason why I started using it was actually to get my children off to sleep. One of them was going through quite a bad patch at school and it was disrupting his sleep in the middle of the night, and I looked for something in desperation to help him, and EFT came up, and the results I saw with him in that one instance was so incredible. That's where my obsession with EFT started. So I'm really pleased to be here today telling you how to help yourself get to sleep using EFT. So the traditional technique is to tap on each of the points I just showed you 5 to 7 times quite gently. But I'm going to show you that, but also another little tip for how to use it in the middle of the night. So for example, if say you couldn't get to sleep when you're in bed, say you're someone that takes a while to get off to sleep, you would say something like, even though, whilst tapping on the side of one of your hands, even though I struggle to get to sleep, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And you can say this in your head because you don't always need to be saying it out loud. If you're in bed and maybe somebody else lying next to you, then move to the top of the head in a circle and just repeat the phrase, I just can't sleep. I just can't sleep. I just can't sleep. So hard to get to sleep. Always takes me so long to sleep. It's so hard to sleep. It's so difficult to sleep. And where we're tapping here is just under the collarbone. It's so difficult to sleep. I just can't get to sleep. And then you take a nice deep breath. Keep tapping on the side of the hand. And as you exhale, just imagine that your body is becoming heavier, more relaxed in your bed. Your mind is becoming clearer as you're changing that stress response and putting you in a much better state for sleep. So you can repeat that as many times as you need to get sleepy and get off to sleep. Now, what happens if you wake up in the middle of the night and you don't want to start doing this kind of quite strenuous tapping? So what you can also do is something called touch and breathe, which is what I'll explain to you now. So you're using the same points, so the side of the hand, the top of the head, the inside of the eyebrow with 2 fingers, the outside of the eyebrow on the temple, under the eye on the socket, under the nose, under the lip on the crease of the chin. Find a knobbly collarbone point and hold underneath there, underneath the arm 2 to 3 inches underneath one of your armpits, and then across the wrist point. So what I'm going to show you now is that you can also get benefit using tapping, but without actually doing the tapping motion, but by touching and breathing instead. So if you're waking up early in the morning and you just need to be going back to sleep, or middle of the night, and then your mind starts, jumping into action, you want to calm back down and go to sleep, just do the same as I was just showing you, but without the actual tapping motion. So you put your hand on the side, put your fingers on the side of your hand, and you inhale and exhale as you think the words, even though I find it hard to sleep. So you inhale and exhale whilst pressing on that point. Then you move to the top of the head, just spread your fingers out across the top of your head. Inhale, exhale, and just think to yourself, even though I can't get to sleep. Inside of the eyebrow point, inhale, exhale. Just repeating the same short phrase, I can't sleep, for example. On your temple point, inhale, exhale, thinking I can't sleep. Under the eye, I can't sleep. So just think those words as you inhale and exhale. Under the arm. Still thinking those words, I can't sleep. And just run your fingers along here. So try repeating that several times. Everyone's different. Some people will feel a great benefit from once or twice, others might need a few more goes. Just relax your body, touch and breathe. Just repeat that simple little phrase which is right for you. Your words are more powerful than mine, but something along the lines of, I just can't sleep, even though I find it hard to sleep. Something about the problem that's coming to mind. And see how your body changes into a much more restful state. You might find yourself yawning. You might feel like you just can't be bothered to do it after a few rounds, and that's fine. That's probably the time for you to stop and then just try and see if your body will relax and sleep. So that is EFT for sleep, both using the traditional tapping technique and also the touch and breathe for if you're awake in the middle of the night or early in the morning and you just want to do something really relaxing and focused to help you get back off to sleep. Let me know how it goes. Any questions, drop me a line, and if you'd like to work on any other aspects in your life with EFT, then drop me a message and I'll explain how.